Hey y'all, this is Civics for the Culture. I'm your girl Chelsey, and welcome to episode 7. I want to get into our political party system, why we even have a two-party system, and also the evolution of the system. This conversation is not for me to tell you which party to choose, but to get you thinking about how to match your values and vote your interests. I know it feels like none of these parties are getting it right. Democrats and Republicans are over here fighting about basic shit, and we really just want these two parties to center our humanity and also get some helpful shit passed that positively affects our lives. Okay, let me give you the basics about our political party structure. Now, you might be wondering, why do we only have two parties and other countries have multiple parties? Technically, that's not the case. We do have multiple parties. Alongside the Democrats and the Republicans, there are smaller parties called third parties, like the Green Party and the Libertarian Party, just to name a couple. And there's nothing in our Constitution that says we have to have two parties. And also, Democrats and Republicans were not always the ones calling the shots. Nearly 200 years ago, there was a party called the Whigs, and we just gonna leave them where they at. Now, the US political system is set up for two major parties because it awards seats in Congress and the presidency with a winner-take-all method. Candidates running for Congress must get the plurality of the vote to be elected. And in 48 out of our 50 states, presidential candidates get all of their state's electoral votes as long as they win the plurality of that state. Meaning, when you win, you take all of your winnings, not just some of them. So essentially, third parties can't currently compete in our system, at least on a national level. This leads voters to choose candidates who are most likely to win. And this leads parties to try and make sure they broaden their appeal to voters like us. Although we do have two major political parties, we have started to see different factions that are splitting from Democrats and Republicans, like the Tea Party or the Working Families Party. For Democrats and Republicans, a lot of it comes down to issues like taxes and the role of government, immigration, healthcare, reproductive justice, and of course, environmental policies. And there are some politicians that drift away from issues that are essentially staples for the party that they are a member of. When you think about Democrats, I want you to think about liberal or left-leaning. When you think about Republicans, they're more conservative or right-leaning. Make sure you keep your issues at the top of mind when you go to vote. I really want y'all to think about these parties these politicians belong to and how their views and policy ideas support your own beliefs. And then take your ass to peachvote.com and check your voter registration, or go to vote.org and register to vote. We all need to turn out in November. It's that simple. By getting informed, you'll be able to make empowered decisions at the ballot box and vote for leaders who actually share your values. So please, please, please stay engaged and go make good choices.